Hi, I'm Tom McShay here with Eric Peterson, and today we're going to get a look at the Wonderful 101.
Incredibly excited to show you Wonderful 101 today. It's from Platinum Games. You know, these guys are really famous for making some incredible beat-em-up combat action games, free-flowing combat, you know, all the combos and everything else, and finally getting a chance to play it. And this is Operation 3A, and you know, we've fought through some enemies, but now we're going to kind of go through a segment where you can kind of see how these Unite morph abilities really change some of the gameplay. Everything's on fire. This is going badly. So you know, one of the things I'm doing right there is I'm actually, you know, I'm helping these citizens out from underneath this debris, but I'm actually using the Wonderliner, which is that, you know, ability that I have to go around these citizens, and I'm recruiting them into the team. Now these are temporary members; they're not full-time members that will follow me through additional missions, but they're giving me, you know, additional power, and I can use that to make those Unite morphs.
Because of the aesthetics, it kind of looks like, oh, it's kind of a simple beat 'em up.
It is definitely not.
Totally not.
No.
This game is it's not only is it like difficult on like, oh, you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna die level. It's a really complex combat system.
Hugely complex.
Which is kind of crazy.
System.
So I mean, this is like the super basic stuff we're seeing here. Like, these are basic enemies.
These enemies are really basic, and yet they still are smart enough to really gang up on you and really kind of beat on you if you're not really watching them. You know, every enemy, including these guys, kind of has a really most efficient way to deal with them. And a lot of times there's multiple ways that you can really attack them. For these kind of lighter enemies that tend to be all that hard, so these guys will fire these projectiles, and I'm kind of desperately trying to move out of the way. But they have it. You see how they have a giant kind of shield on the front of them? If I go up and run up and try to attack these guys, it's just going to break, you know, my Unite sword, and then my heroes are everywhere, and I'm taking damage, and things go really badly. Oh man! So yeah, not as simple as you might imagine. So you know, the way that I'm going to deal with these guys is I'm going to use Unite Guts to try to reflect back these shots. But you have to really be watching both of these enemies at the same time. Now I have a couple different options. I could try to get behind these guys and attack them behind the shield, or I can continue to reflect these attacks. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait, knock this guy down, and then quickly kill him before I get shot in the back by this other guy.
Oh god, did not happen.
He's already hitting me. Some projectiles you're able to actually pick up off the ground and kind of fire them back at the enemy, you know, basically on bosses and things that will attack you with it. So here, you know, I can choose to use, you know, any number of Unite morphs. So I'm going to switch to Unite Fist and just pummel this guy. He's down, and so at the end of this, you can see here I ended up getting a gold. I could have taken less damage, although I had a pretty good time and my combo was pretty good. This game really doesn't hold your hand. You know, they really don't tell you, oh, by the way, this is the enemy's weak point, and this is the ability you should be using. This is the introduction of Wonder Yellow, who is another you know, kind of hero in the Wonderful 100 100. And you know, one of the cool things about this is that now that he is joining you know, our crew here, you know, we have now you know, the Unite Hammer. So here's an example of using Unite Hammer. So I'm gonna use the right control stick to make a circle, switch to that, and now I can blast through the floor here. So immediately they threw you into combat, of course. Yes.
Beautiful Joe and Bayonetta made it so much fun to dodge and play defense. And I was impressed that kind of carried through that tradition, even though there's not like slow-mo powers.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I see their belly looks like their weak spot.
Yeah, but how...
But how do you get to that?
How do you get to it? See,
oh god.
Now, there are many ways to deal with it. I'm going to kind of use the brute force method at first here, just to kind of show things off. Now, these guys... Oh man, that's bad.
Oh my god. This is tough. Do your fellow superheroes perish when they get knocked around?
No, they don't. But what they do is they get knocked, you know, kind of across the. Oh man, I got to be paying attention better. What they do is they get knocked kind of around, and I can choose to go collect them really quickly, or I can choose to keep fighting. So in that case, I saw an opening and I wanted to exploit it.
I love that it's just so hectic all the time.
You really, yeah.
Well, not all. I mean, just when the combat.
I'm glad I don't have a heart rate monitor set up here, because I think that it's my heart is definitely racing through this. And so now that I only have one of these guys, you know, it feels more approachable. But he almost got me there. Yeah. I was actually kind of in a world of hurt there a moment ago, but I gained an item that, oh man. I gained an item that basically recovered some of my health.
Yeah, that was
additionally, I have wonderful noodle soup. I additionally have additional items that I can use to kind of give myself more more health.
So you have all these different heroes, and they all have their different strengths and attributes and stuff. But how does that actually affect the gameplay?
Well, part of what you do is you want to be playing, as you're playing through the game, you want to be leveling up each individual hero.
Each of the 100 individual
exactly.
heroes.
And then by leveling them up, you actually gain more abilities that we're not all talking about today. You become more powerful by leveling up individually. And there's a way to kind of have them lead your team, to be changing who's leading your team at any time, to try to gain them more experience. So to say that there's a lot of depth in this game, it's
that almost sounds like
crazy.
Disgaea, which is just like infinitely leveling up like all your weapons and stuff. Because with 100 difference, it'd probably take a while to level up all your superheroes, right?
It definitely takes time, and it's just another kind of layer of depth.
Okay, so that's all we've had for Wonderful 101 today. I want to thank Eric.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been so much fun. Wonderful 101 is coming September 15th.
Yes.
It's coming really soon. I'm really excited for people to get their hands on it.
Yes, and I'm excited to get my hands on it some more. So thank you.